Hello, fellow cyborgs, and welcome to another episode of Angsty-Me Reads, where I read you 10-year-old poetry that's kind of embarrassing, and then I analyze it in a third person, so it's not as embarrassing, at least for me. I don't think it would be embarrassing for you guys. You probably just think this is just delightful. So let's get into today's poem. It is called It's Not Okay, and it was written on the 10th of April, 2005. It was not okay when you thought you'd say that you were not waiting. Now I'm contemplating, and it's okay. Perhaps I've matured, the pain I've endured has passed. Now all I think about are my feelings without return. It's okay. Every time I dream, every time, it seems you dwell in my head. You seem to be the sun, and I have, to love, no one. It's not okay. So apart from the poem's title alluding to My Chemical Romance's song, It's Not Okay, or It's Okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay. Golly geez. I used to love My Chemical Romance, and now I don't even know what they're... Okay, let's move on. So there's some intense uses of ellipses here. It's divided up into 3 stanzas with 5, then 6, then 6 lines. And at the end of each stanza, where you've got the it's okay theme, it's ellipses. O, ellipses. K, ellipses. Yes, okay, I have spelled O-K rather than O-K-A-Y, which I do now, without fail. Anyway, this is weird. I'm not talking about it in a third person. Get back on track. Okay, so we've also noticed in here that Amanda has, yet again, this is the, I just, feel bad for her. 2 days after Assume Nothing, and she's still just gnawing at this thought that someone neglected her, rejected her, left her behind, and she's still trying to work out how she feels about it, trying to come to peace with it. Perhaps I've matured, the pain I've endured has passed. Now all I think about are my feelings without return. So she's saying that she's trying to no longer be mad at him, and it's not painful anymore, but she can't forget that this has happened before, that this is a recurring theme in her love life, that she's just not being reciprocated, which, from experience, it's tough to be in. It's a tough place to be in. But then, unfortunately, even though she originally says, I'm only now thinking about how I have unrequited love up the wazoo and not about you. But then later she says, but every time I dream, it's of you. You're like my son. And sad. And then she remembers that she's alone again. It's nice because at the beginning, you can tell that she's lying to herself, saying that these things are okay, that she's okay with the fact that yet again she was rejected by someone she really liked, and she's okay with constantly having unrequited feelings for people, but then at the very end, she fesses up and says, it's not okay. It doesn't sound like this, she's blaming the young man, which maybe she should have. It's not like Aphrodite decided, hey, Amanda, yeah, that love thing, not gonna happen for you. People do things to people. Our research shows, our biographical information is that Amanda decided that whenever a relationship didn't work out, especially with a gentleman, that she was the problem. They didn't do anything wrong. She just wasn't good enough for them, or insert here enough for them, which, now, having gained 10 years of experience, some of them guys were dipshits. Hating on yourself is never a good hobby, but it was one that I did quite often 10 years ago. Yeah, it's really weird that I'm talking about, weird. I should stick to the third person, but sometimes you just don't have funny quips to make about old poetry. So sorry this was kind of a downer, but life can sometimes be a downer, I guess. And it's not like I was writing this poetry, it's not like I was play acting or being melodramatic at the time. Like in hindsight, it feels really melodramatic considering how far I've come and where I am in my life right now. That these, 10-year-old past burnt out relationships mean nothing to my daily life now. At the time, though, it was like what kept me up at night, I guess. I would say that we use the word devastating, but that would, at the time, though, maybe. Yeah, at the time, though, maybe. Well, again, sorry that was a bit of a downer, but sometimes I just can't make quips about 15-year-old me. I hope you enjoyed anyway, and I hope that you don't have too many stories about your teenage years that sound like mine, because poor former us. Life was hard, and people were stupid. And we all deserve better. And let's make it happen. I don't know how, but let's try. Apparently, I'm singing now. It's time to go. I'm tired and I need lunch. So thank you for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic, marvelous rest of your Tuesday or week, depending upon when you're watching this. And until next time, please continue to be lovely.